All right, welcome to part two, where we're going to get into kind of the next phases, which is making sure your town's actually happy after you get the basics done. So to recap what happened last time, we built this bridge here. Ooh, nice bridge to enter our city after we had gotten a few people. And we just built this pile of trash. And now this guy wants water. If you didn't watch the first video, kind of understand what's going on there. It's all about management of resources. So we're going to drag this all the way over here to make sure it covers everything that we might need. There we go. Now this building will have water. Hit spacebar to get it going. There we go. Okay. This part of the game is kind of difficult with money. The first part's pretty easy. You can see we have money coming in and we have happy people. That's the big two things. Now, medical centers are good because it makes people happy. And because of that, we'll put one right here. The goal is to have the most green as we can. You can see down here, there is an area that's not completely covered, but I don't care. We could drag it down a little more, but it just, yeah, whatever. It's good enough. Boop. All right, now people can be happy about their medical center. I think this is an elementary school? Yeah, elementary school. That helps with education. You can ignore it for a while, but eventually people start getting really upset if you have a kindergarten level education. Strange how that works. All right. This works out okay because industrial is one of the least used, what would you call it, zoning areas. So I have all this industrial crammed over here, but they can deal with it. What will happen is this road will get really busy as everybody tries to use it at the same time. Speaking of which, let's get into road management. If we go up here, we can click on traffic. Oh, let's click on this one down here, traffic routes. Go to adjust roads, and you can click on roads and go to routes. So you click on the road, then go to routes, and you can see the traffic flow. Now, cities run on traffic flow. If you have bad traffic flow, you have a bad city, essentially. Make sure that your traffic is flowing well with this traffic view here, up here in the corner. You can see everything looks all right, but we want to make this kind of like a real road. And there's a couple problems here, is that this bridge is a main road, which means I don't want these people to have to stop. Anybody coming onto this road should have to stop though, just like that. Now I do that so this road is as efficient as possible. Anyone coming on or leaving, anyone coming on would have to stop. And the rest of this is fine, that's just a big loop, no problem there. This is interesting, but that's fine as well. And if you wanted to, you can actually click the road and designate it as a main road, but that is later on in the game, it looks like. All right. These people want more shopping, commercial. You see, I left a little bit of zones right there. These are going to be unzoned for as long as possible because eventually it's going to be a highway. However, we can rezone some stuff. Before we do that, or instead of doing that, let's just build some more roads. Now you can see this is where the money starts coming in. I have $1,400 and I only have, or that costs $1,400 and I only have 5,000. So I'm only going to build as much as I need. I'm only going to zone as much as I have to. Down here, you can select bucket fill. You can select individual tiles, a small little paintbrush or a big paintbrush. There, I selected the big paintbrush just to paint this one little area. And then I'm going to do the bucket fill to paint the rest of this. Because I want as many people as I can have. And we hit 3 and just watch it go. All right, so demand here for housing has gone up a bit, and so has commercial. Now, commercial is a lot easier to satisfy than housing. People, tons of, it takes a lot of zoning for housing to make that go down, but commercial only takes a little bit. So I'm trying to keep all this commercial over here by the main road. And then all the housing can be beyond that. So that's why I rezoned that. Boom. So we're gonna go as fast as we can again. Check that, make sure that's okay. Eventually I'll get on ramps and off ramps, which allow them to go full speed and they can't park on the freaking highway. But I don't have that yet. So let's just sit here and watch our town for a minute. Okay, let's talk about these up here, these info tabs. Electricity, it's self-explanatory. How much do you have and how much are you consuming? You want to keep it above the yellow or it'll start to get brownouts. The water, pretty obvious. Keep it above the yellow or people start getting mad. And we have upgraded. Okay. Now we have a firehouse and a police station, which helps with fires and crimes, obviously. And districts are kind of interesting. And don't use that, don't use that, don't use that, don't use that. Cool. So every time you level up like that, you get a bonus. See down here, 28,000. Yeah. We did not have that much before. What that allows you to do is add those new buildings if you want. So I could add a firehouse here. Then you can see the gradient from this industrial area over to here, how it kind of gradually fades out. That's because the buildings have a certain range. We'll put this here. I don't think I'm going to change this much from now on. And we'll have a police station too. Ooh, that's going to eat up all my bonus money. So that's $12,000 and I only have 17,000, which means if I put that there, I'm not going to be able to expand. And that is the name of the game. So we're going to hold off on that for a minute. Okay, here's a fun little tip. Let's go to the pollution tab. Crime, pollution. Pollution is this purple thing that I think is supposed to be a trash can. You can see that nobody wants to live near this pollution, obviously. And nobody wants to live near this. Now, we're early in the game, so it hasn't completely polluted the water. But eventually, this is going to be a problem as people aren't going to want to live by it. We could move it further down. I've never actually tried that. Usually, nobody wants to live by, or nobody... I don't have that option because the stream's so far away from the population. So we're going to take this, move it down there. We're going to bring this power down here as well. And then we're going to delete that. Now, you might ask, why did you go through all that difficulty? Well, I will show you. If we go to the land value tab, which doesn't exist. Anyway, you want people to be near the water. People like having land by the water, which kind of makes sense. What they don't like is having land by a loud, noisy water pump. So if there's anything that's loud and noisy, like a water pump, put some residential around there. Or, jeez, shopping. Commercial, I believe they call it. All right. Generally what will happen with the noise levels is that they'll stand the commercial, but the residential, they'll start complaining quite. Jeez, the industrial, they'll start complaining a bit. So the big heavy industries they don't like. Which I wouldn't like either, you know, if I was living in that city. So now we can put houses over here. Districts are interesting. I'll show that. Actually, I'll show that right now. So what districts allow you to do is paint an area like this and give it a name. So that's our kind of our industrial. Now we can paint this and we can call it something. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Oh boy. I didn't mean to do any of that. That was a mistake. Alright, erase that, bring it back. So I can call this, let's call it Living Land. Done. Try that again. Oh, nope. Living Land. Enter. That's the keyword. And we'll call this Smoggy Land. Alright, well, why might you want to do this? Well, you can go to policies and set policies, such as water usage. So don't use as much water, don't use as much power. You could, in lieu of a fire station, you could have a smoke detector system that helps reduce fires. I don't care about that stuff. It makes it way too complicated. And you know what? As long as you have traffic and these values satisfied, you are good to go. Okay, we are running into a bit of a problem here, which we'll address momentarily. Alright, check this out. So I made this, I don't care. I made this a little wider than it has to be, because eventually I'm going to be upgrading it like I did down here. And so I will do the same. Oh, I can't do that over here. I already did that. I already put a road right there. Now, I'm not going to build that bridge yet, because I need to get more, residential and stuff first, but I will get there. I promise. So needy, oh my gosh. It's like everybody wants water. Alright, like I said, make sure all that lines up so that you're not leaving anyone out. They get upset when they can't get their water. Put that down there. What in the world? Alright, you see these little signs? That's crime happening, and that building should not exist. Dezoned. And that would be because I didn't put a police station down. See, there's crime everywhere. Holy cow. Alright. Now if we zoom in. We can watch this police car go stop some crimes. There's some people doing crimes, not anymore. Hurry up. Oh, what a beautiful little town. What? Where are you going? That was like the longest way to go stop crime. Where are you? Oh my gosh. Alright. Look, they're not the brightest, okay? They're doing their best. We want residential again. Residential. And some commercial. Don't think I'm gonna have enough money to build this bridge, but I'm gonna try it. Boop. 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 Yay! I built the bridge and almost put myself out of a job. Alright, now we're getting into the fun part of the game where I don't have enough money to build enough houses to satisfy demand. But we're gonna keep trying. What? What is a winter market? I don't know what... Sorry, they must have added that. Alright. Bigger town time. Anything interesting? No. People can be happy now, but, you know, we don't care about the happiness. These are kind of nice since we live along the river. Alright. And I'm going to call that it for this round, or this video. And I will see you all in the next one.